Hello, I said I would make a video to answer those questions that I asked for. And for you guys sending questions, although two of you were anonymous. It doesn't matter if you're anonymous or not. So that was cool. And since my last final just ended, my voice broke there for a bit. I don't know if you guys heard it, but I did. Anyway, getting distracted already. It's not even 30 seconds in. This should be fun. And I'll probably end up going over the 5-minute limit. So expect to see this as a YouTube video. Anyway. Okay, I'm gonna probably not do these in order, but, you know, who cares? I'm still talking. Anyway, we'll get the sort of normal one out of the way first. Favorite food? One of my lovely gray-faced anons asked me, and indeed I replied. Why am I doing that? Anyway, my favorite food is probably, it depends on the day because there's this really fantastic pizza place in the place where I grew up, and recently I've been craving that like a mad person because the only pizza you can get here is like corporate Domino's and shit. And this one was the one in the town that I grew up in was run by an Italian family, and it was like really fucking good pizza. Like right amount of everything on it. It was still Americanized pizza, not like authentic Italian pizza, but it was really good. You could tell they were really good at making pizza. And that's pretty much, at the moment, what I really want. My favorite food would actually probably anything that's like gummy candy. I really like gummy candies. Who knows why, but the university store here sells the gummy octopus things, or octopi, or octopodes. It depends on who you are, on how you say it. But they sell those, and one time I found gummy centipedes at a candy store in Savannah. And I desperately want them again. No. I should have done this at my desk. That way I would have had a level surface where it doesn't look like I'm looking up all the time. Anyway. But, yeah, pretty much gummy candies. I wouldn't eat them all the time, but I like them for a treat. They're probably my favorite food. My other gray face anon asked me, what was your first fandom offline and online? And that's a good question because my first fandom online, it's a really embarrassing fandom. Not embarrassing in that it's a bad fandom, it's embarrassing of what it was. It was, fuck. The first one I participated in heavily online was probably 1776. If you don't know 1776, it's a musical about the founding fathers and the writing of the Declaration of Independence. Also, if you look at it correctly, there's a lot of subtext. There's kind of gay subtext in it, and I was in a fan. I wrote fic for it. I'm never letting you guys fucking find that fic ever. I'm definitely gonna go over the 5-minute mark here, because I'm already at 4 minutes. Never going to let you find that fucking fic. Anyway, that was the first and only fandom I've written fanfiction for, actually. Well, that I published online. Offline, this is also super cliche for people my age, but it would have to be Kingdom Hearts. Like, I liked Naruto and all that when I was a kid, but I loved Kingdom Hearts. Here's how much I loved Kingdom Hearts. When I first got it, it was also the first day we got our PS2. The opening sequence, I cried. Because I thought it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen in my life. Because I had never seen graphics like that. I cried at the opening to the first Kingdom Hearts game without knowing what the hell was going on. The fuck, Carson? that was my first fandom offline, and I have a bunch of crappy fan art from when I was in middle school of it. And that's actually when that's actually when I first learned to draw, because I'd just copy stuff from it. It wasn't tracing, it was just copying. And I drew a picture of Donald from Kingdom Hearts. I showed it to my mom, and she's like, "That's nice tracing," and I was like, "I didn't trace that." And she sat me down and made me draw it. And I didn't even get finished with Donald's head. And she hugged me and said she was a terrible mother. That was funny. That was really funny. That's also when I first learned what slash or yaoi or shonen ai, whatever you want to call it. That's when I first learned what that was, and I was like, interesting. But yeah, that was first fandom experiences. And Aurora, I'm saving the best for last, to be perfectly honest with you. Because Elise asked probably the best question. She asked, I'm not even gonna say it right now, I'm gonna wait. Fuck it. Anyway, straighten my tie. Get it symmetrical. And Aurora B asked me, weapon of choice in a zombie apocalypse. Considering I'd probably be one of the first to die, lightsaber. Definitely lightsaber. Because it doesn't look that heavy, and it's a beam of pure concentrated light. I mean, I don't think I'd have to have a huge amount of arm strength, which I don't. I have a lot more leg strength than arm strength, even when I lifted weights. Because you're basically lifting with your legs. The arms are just there to hold the fucking bar. All the strength's in the legs there. Make sure you don't collapse. I would probably go with lightsaber. I'd say one of those disc things from Tron, but number one, I doubt that the zombie apocalypse will take place on the grid. And number two, I suck at throwing shit when I'm running. If I'm perfectly standing still, I can throw stuff all day long. If I'm running, no. Just no. Anyway. Well, that's that answer. If you wanted me to pick an actual weapon, it would probably have to be some sort of a pistol that would be easy to find ammo for. And something with not a huge amount of recoil, but can still penetrate a human skull. That's my true answer. Because according to the zombie apocalypse thing, swords are kind of useless because even if you cut off the head, it can still bite, according to the survival guide. Zombie apocalypse survival guide, I think. Or whatever the hell the name. You know, zombie survival guide? I can't remember. You know the name of it. It was written by Mel Brooks' son, Max Brooks. Anyway. But yeah, that's my real answer. And then Elise. Pick your favorite butt and wax lyrical about it. And so to speak, in all caps. Well, Elise, my favorite butt. Now, this isn't a real person, because I'm not counting the Batman and Robin movie by Joel Schumacher. That movie sucked. Plus, Nightwing wasn't in it. I'm gonna go with Nightwing. Dick Grayson Nightwing. I don't think there's been more than one Nightwing, but I don't know. There's been like 2 different Batmans and a gazillion million Robins. But Dick Grayson as Nightwing, or Robin, depending on whether or not he's drawn by George Perez. Okay, specifically, Dick Grayson as Nightwing, drawn by George Perez. Even in that horrible sort of disco wing outfit from the 70s. I don't even know if it was the 70s, but it was a time period before the 90s, but after the 60s, when he had that horrible disco wing outfit. I didn't give a shit. I talk like I was alive back then. Nightwing has a great butt. And I mean fantastic. It's almost too perfect. It's like almost perfect enough to hate it. If we're going for a runner-up here, I would have to say Hawkeye in the Avengers also has a great butt. But really, Nightwing, no contest. I just realized that when I think of the great butts of the world, I don't think of any good butts from ladies. Like, that's weird. Maybe I just don't see enough media where ladies have great butts. I don't know. Although Starfire is a pretty good one in Teen Titans. Not the show. Not the show where they're all like 15. Oh god, no, not the show where they're all 15, or whatever. But the comics, and I'm gonna go with old Starfire because in the new 52, they've kind of ruined her character for me. This just ended up me being waxing lyrical about comics. I'm so sorry, Elise. I don't wax lyrical about butts that much, so all I can say is, it's a great butt. What more is there? It looks nice in spandex. Or in Starfire's case, somewhat of a lack of spandex. Seriously, her costume. Yeah, Nightwing has a great butt. Hal Jordan in the comics, okay butt. I'm just gonna start listing off DC characters and talking about their butts. Wonder Woman has a good butt, too. Zatanna. Okay, so some lady butts in there. It's the weirdest thing I've talked about in my room alone. No, it's not. I've talked about weirder things, just not filming it. Anyway. So, that's that, I think. Unless I'm gonna wax lyrical about butts more. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Those were the questions I got. If you ever want to hear me ramble on for 12 more minutes, just ask 4 questions. It'll take me 3 minutes to answer each. I had to do the math on that, yes. It'll take me about 3 minutes or more to answer each of them. And then I'll just talk about random shit. If you want me to talk about random shit too, just put a topic in my inbox. It could be a series that no one would watch. I could talk about random shit. Anyway, I should probably start doing laundry and packing because I leave for Savannah tomorrow, which means that this landscape, this beautiful room, with my Dalek poster and my clothes everywhere, will no longer be where any of my photos are or any of my videos are set. Not that I do a lot of videos, so yeah, god damn it. Now I just gone on about my room. Fuck it. The video's ending right here. Bye.